bodybuilder.
Wow. Jesus.
I'm just scared of you now. No, I'm really into the gym. I think I've like been probably like quite serious into it for like the past 2 years.
I need to get into the gym.
Yeah, I feel like it's really hard to get into it, but I feel like when you're in it, you get addicted. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to be addicted to.
No,
I'll tell you that.
good for your brain.
Yeah, I feel like I notice the effects like when I don't go to the gym or when I can't bother going to the gym or I'm too busy, blah, blah, blah. I just don't feel right. But when I go to the gym, I just feel like confident, like just healthy, strong. Like I really love it. But yeah, are you not into the gym?
I need to be, but again, it's time.
It is time.
I feel like when.
Yeah, I know.
But if I got up earlier, I would. Like, so I was like 5
in
in the rave till 6 a.m. I could go. Like people that get up at 5 and go on a run, I'm like, you're psycho.
Yeah, that is mad.
Yeah.
Like people like.
But I'm jealous. I'm envious of that mindset. Like I'd love to have it. I think for me, I find gym. I'm not very like. I will go in there and do 5 minutes on the treadmill and be like, pat on the back. So you smashed it today. Whereas I need a PT to be like, drop and give me 20. You know, I can't just. If I go on my own, I'll be on my phone. I'll be like,
you need someone to like put you through.
I need somebody to put me from a pace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I like cooking. I really enjoy cooking.
Nice.
I'm such an old woman. Like, I just love cooking.
What do you get bolognese?
It's Italian food.
Is it? Yeah.
I love it. I just find it you switch off. But I find it really hard to put my phone down because obviously social media, you're working.
Yeah.
People don't realise that it's constant work.
Yeah,
I'm fine. I'm not just there playing games. I'm not there playing Angry Birds. You know, I'm actually working. There's emails and shit firing in a time. Bang gang. It breaks my ADHD. I just be focusing on it like this. But yeah, I really enjoy cooking, and my cat also is my creative outlet. Like, I have to walk my house cat on my terrace like 5 times a day. So that's great. That's great. Who walks the cat, for God's sake?
And what about I was gonna say I like walking my dog, but she is an American Akita. Well, I've got 2. I've got a Shar-Pei and American Akita, but the American Akita is like 40.
Wow.
That's a big
fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's like a massive wolf who's like,
oh my God.
She literally like flipped me on my arse the other week and I was really embarrassed. I never wanted to walk her again. And I didn't speak to her like for the whole day. And I was like, you're not a friend anymore.
Don't talk to me, mate.
And you're going to embarrass me like,
epic. I've been falling by a dog before and it's not a fun time. Like, I'm talking face in the mud vibes. It's painful. And it was only like a Labrador.
You're joking.
She pulled me off my feet. I wasn't concentrating on life. Just a bang. And I had told her to leave and I was like,
oh my God.
Face in the ground.
Oh my God. It's like so embarrassing though, isn't it? Like, it's mad how like, I'm like, it happens, yeah. Films, mate. They're little shits, and still love them both.
I think for me, it would be the pressures of maintaining the hit off the air. When you start writing music, you don't necessarily know what they're going to do. That was one thing that I was like a bit nervous about with production because you don't know what the public perceive it. Yeah, with DJing, you know if you go into like playing like your fabrics or your warehouse projects, you know that that's going to level you up. Whereas with music, you have no clue and control over what happens. Once that record's out, if it goes number 1, then you're gone, you're playing anywhere. But you just don't know. So I think that was something that was really hard for me to get my head around because obviously it's just pressure, isn't it? And everyone just does well. Yeah. You feel like consistently you need to have hits, but you don't. You just need to remember to write solid music.
Yeah. And why are you doing it?
Why are you doing it? You're not doing it to make money or to do hits. You're doing it because you fucking love it.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Music is life. I would not survive a day if I wasn't listening to music on this planet. That's a fact. And I've really struggled with mental health. I've always been super open about it. Like, I've had my struggles with like eating, I've got ADHD, and like music has saved me in that time. Don't get me wrong, it's been hard when you feel pressures and you obviously have like imposter syndrome. Sometimes you feel like I should be doing this, but you really should be doing this because it helps. And music is the healer. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, it is.
Healer.
It is.
And you the same?
Yeah, so I feel like same with you with songs. Like, I feel like when you get a big song, the pressure to do that all over again, like numerous times, it's just a bit mad. Like, I definitely felt like with Lonely, but it was weird because I didn't feel like anyone was necessarily putting that pressure on myself. Just self-inflicted.
100%.
And I was like comparing myself to a lot of people, a lot of other songs.
Yeah,
It's kind of like,
true.
and I think because it happened so quick, so fast, I think that was probably the most scary thing. So it was like, is this the norm? And it's
What I mean, you don't know, do you? Once it's out,
Yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah, but like so many highs and lows that you just kind of like just get used to, and like it's such a roller coaster that you just gotta like adjust yourself to. But like you said, it is a healer, and I feel like without it, I don't know what I'd be doing, because I've always been so passionate about it. And like,
Imagine a life with no music. Like,
I remember someone in school was like, I don't listen to music, I don't like music.
yes, so I know. I was like,
But it's like,
you're a psycho.
behaviour.
What do you do then? Sit in silence.
Yeah.
Even at home, I've got the radio on in the background.
Yeah.
I cannot sit in silence.
Yeah, no, literally. But yeah, I feel like as a kid as well, I got into it so young because I was quite like shy as a kid, and I always found it really difficult to like talk and just like make conversation very like socially awkward. And like music really helped with like me wording things and like kind of getting my feelings out in the open and talking about things. And like I wouldn't have been able to do this like 5 years ago. I would have been just in like a little ball, and I just would have like it just wouldn't, the words hurt up on my heart. But yeah, we're all just growing, and I'm glad that I'm not like that anymore.
The only thing that is hard for me with the DJing side of things is you go to a club and like your adrenaline's absolutely through the roof. Like you've just come off a main stage, right? And then within 20 minutes, if you're not staying like to mingle, you're in a hotel room on your own. It's like you go up to the top, and then all of a sudden you're on your own. And people don't see that side of the music industry. Like, don't get me wrong, it's the dream job. It's the best job in the world.
Yeah,
but like
it can be quite lonely.
Yeah, that it is. It really is. Like, it can be lonely. Yeah. Don't really hit records for no reason. It's their background. That's what it's really about. Being sat in a hotel room on your own after playing at a festival.
No, but experiences like you get so much adrenaline on stage.
Literally.
Gosh. And then to like
back in a car, then back in your room, order room service. Same as me.
I am literally like,
you're buzzing. You're at home just buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a very hard thing for me to adjust to, but I do know what, it's all part and parcel of the journey.
Yeah. And like I think as long as you don't lose yourself in the process,
100%,
you're all right. And like there has been times where I have, but I just feel like you've got to just stay grounded and just always kind of like remember why you started it and why you got into it. And
I find like keeping my solid friends of like my circle of friends around me, like the ones that have been with me since primary school, it really keeps my feet in the ground.
Yeah.
And they come to everything as well. They're so supportive, and
it feels like home. Then it's like a bit of home's like with
100%.
Yeah.
And like I think I always like my family. It sucks that I don't get to see them as much as well when you're traveling. But like when I do see them, it's then more special because I'm actually like, I'm not just with them. I'm actually spending quality time with them.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's good to have that balance. Like it can't just be like full steam ahead all the time.
No,
I need that break. But
agreed.
Yeah.
How do you see your sound evolving? Like, say the 10-year plan for Harley. What is that? Is it dance? Do you want to go into any other little stems of different genres?
It's definitely, I think, like going to change. I've got like so many songs, and I've got so many songs that I could play, and like people would be like, "That's you," which I think is quite special, and it's really exciting. But obviously, like dance got me into the scene, and I think like I will always do dance in some form, some shape. Yeah. But I think like,
do you have your own project as well? Like
yes. So I have my own project that's slightly different. Say slightly, but it's probably a lot different.
What's the style?
Like I've got some ballads.
Oh my god, amazing!
Like, yeah, it's.
Oh my god, I need to know these. I love ballads. I'm such a sad song person in a car. Like, I'm just always like on a breakup in cars when I'm not.
Yeah, no, they're literally songs that would probably make you cry. It's very relatable. Just kind of like how I felt as a child. You know, how I felt in like relationships, like friendships that aren't a thing anymore.
When they say these,
yeah, but like sonically they're just very different, like a bit darker, a bit like outside the box, but
that's good though, because then it shows your flares. You can do all different types.
Yeah, exactly. But if I can like combine them all into like the same thing, that'd be great. What about you?
I'd really like to get into the songwriting process more. Like that is something for me that I want to do. But like I said earlier, when I watch you guys do it, I'm like, that's the talent in the room. I'd love to be able to get involved in this actual writing of the lyrics things.
Yeah,
it's so difficult. I can give the ideas of where the track's going to go, but I can't physically write them down, and that's what I need to do. Yeah, that would be like a really good string to add to my bow.
Yeah.
But I'm really finding it like this song, for example, that we're doing. is a lot harder than what I've done. It's more club.
Okay.
And I think if I was to go from like my 10-year plan, I'd want to do more underground clubs, like the big stuff. And the deep house I'm writing is obviously, it's my heart deep house, but like it doesn't necessarily work on a really underground club at like say 5 a.m. in the morning when it's like 130 BPM. Yeah. My deep house doesn't work. Yeah. So just, I think for me, it would be just evolving the sound and showing that I can do different types of dance. I don't want to just put myself in one lane. I'm going to be able to like have an eclectic mix of music on my lane. Yeah, what's a shit? Yeah. Just, I think, exploring new sounds. Yeah. Music's consistently changing and evolving. Like right now is really fast and hard stuff, whereas 2 years ago during lockdown it was radio music, it was deep, it was piano. So I think just like exploring everything is just so much fun.
Yeah, it is. And I just feel like there's no danger with it as well. Like there's no danger in experimenting, like seeing where you can go like yourself, or see where you can take yourself. I feel like you need to like enter those uncomfortable places.
I feel like when you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, that's when magic happens. Like, because you just don't know. You're just, I can't explain it. Yeah, out of your comfort zone, and it makes you do things that you wouldn't have. Yeah. That's when confidence changes and grows, I think. And just get out of your comfort zone.
100%. You don't know what's going to come from it.
No, for sure.
So what advice would you give to up-and-coming artists who want to do what we do?
I would say a great way in to the music industry is doing a job that's like behind the music scenes. Yeah. Even if it's just like maybe, for example, like working at Mixmag or something. Yeah. Like doing the behind the scenes stuff really gets you like prepared for what you're about to enter, because it's a really tough job. Like as much as it's the best job in the world, you need a thick skin, you need to be ready for it, you know, don't you?
You have to be about 10 shots deep.
And mate, you need to be able to do TikTok, Instagram, everything. Like social media is a massive part of music now. I think that was one of the things that I found really hard to adjust to, that you're not just coming to make music. You've got to have all of these things as well. You've got to have like a personality online.
Yeah, social media is like a whole other job.
I know so many incredible producers, right, that don't get booked for stuff because they don't have that flair online. What is that? That's very backwards.
It's insane, isn't it? But it's just a new world.
What about you?
Do you really want my honest answer?
Yeah, go. Let's be honest, man. Don't enter the music industry.
Don't you dare. Don't do it.
Do you know what it is? It's just it's competitive. I don't care what anyone says. Competition is there and it's scary.
It is. It's like, I feel like getting into it, like with anything, is definitely the hardest part, because it's also like maintaining it as well, like the longevity of it, and like there's so many ups and downs, and a lot of the time you want to give up. A lot of the time, you just hate the world, hate people. Like the process can be tough, and I think like dealing with people in business, it's scary. It's tough. You can't trust everyone,
especially when you're on your own at the start. You don't have an agent or management like backing you. As soon as you get that, you're protected. Yeah, but like after coming.
Yeah, you just got to be careful. You got to be wary, because like with anything, though, like any industry, you just got to like, I don't know, think about you, put yourself first, for sure. But no, I think what you said is a really like good point about getting into maybe like a different part of the industry first, kind of like.
I was a tour manager before, so I saw when I was on behind the scenes, and I think it's one thing that's really helped keep me grounded, because like I look at some people that are like rude to runners, for example, and I'm just like, no, you're a twat, mate. Like, the club wouldn't run without runners. Yeah, for sure. Like,
I just feel like you just got to stay humble.
It's not hard. Like, it really is not hard to stay humble. Like, I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, I think if you show that side of you that's not, like, people don't like it. People just don't relate to
you. Get remembered on the way down. Yeah. If you're not, not nice on the way up, people will be laughing at you and come crashing down.
Yeah, literally. And I just think, like, perfecting your craft. If you want to be a writer, just write until your hand hurts. Practice singing. You just gotta like practice, perfect it. Experiment is such a big thing, because you gotta like find yourself in the process.
Networking also is massive.
Oh yeah, that is massive,
especially for DJ gigs. Being in the club and meeting the promoters. And
I feel like 100%. Like, people are gonna remember you, base your name.
100%.
But also like believing in yourself. It's hard, but like I feel like if you believe in yourself and you've got the right people around you, then you can do anything. You're unstoppable.
I agree.